What up, homies? It's your boy, WOWINFO. Just gonna quickly wash these 3 packs of mushrooms. One of the hardest parts about this meal is actually unwrapping these mushroom packages from their containers. And that says a lot about the difficulty of this meal. Now, I am a professional. So if you're thinking that this is a easy to hammer out meal, wrong. Consistency, cooking times, temperature, you have to be on point, on fleek for this dish. We ain't playing. This is a $9 100-gram pack of chanterelles. We ain't playing. We've got what can only be referred to as $9 worth of oyster mushrooms at a cost of $4.50 per pack. So actually, the chanterelles are worth twice as much as the oyster mushrooms. So we're going to be eating these and enjoying these immensely. Let's get it! Shouts out to J Diz Eats. J Diz Eats. I think that's his channel name. A really cool guy from Winnipeg. I'd like to collab with you on a video. My wife is a part-time Air Force pilot. She's just turning on the Harrier jet engines now. She's just doing a little test flight in the Harrier jet engine. There is the oyster mushroom. There is a secondary oyster. And there is our package of chanterelles. And I'll turn the flash on to give you just a little better look. And you can see here, these are indeed mushrooms. I put that little piece of chanterelle in there. It fell into that container as I held it over. No big deal. This one's for the dry ingredients. And in our dry ingredients, we put, guess what? Dry ingredients, that's right. Jeff from Calgary, he's on fleek. He is on fleek. Well, Jeff from Calgary, let's get this show on the road. Let's do our shout outs. Let's do our roll call. See how many people show up for tonight's super feast, we're calling it. I still haven't even started the corn yet, so consider that right now. So the first thing I like to do when I'm making food is I like to talk to the food that I'm cooking. Today we're cooking mushrooms, so I like to talk about Smurf Village. As you know, the whole Smurf Village was based off of a mushroom patch. There's a very sinister side to the Smurfs that nobody really knows about. We're going to talk about something else. Over here is the ingredients I'm looking for. Oh, the corn. That's what I gotta grab. The corn. So we're talking about corn too as well. We got sweet corn. Let's get it. We got corn over here. We have a pot, which is here. And we're going to get it. So I wish I had a bit of a bigger pot than this. Honey, we need a bigger pot for the corn, eh, my love?
There are your pots down here.
Could you hand me one from the cycle there you got? You're usually really spot on with likes a big help on the show. You guys can drop a like for the wife. She's always helping out. doing extra things to make sure the show must go on. You know what I mean? Like the show must go on. The wife's the one contributing factor, and my mother, to the show's continuation. I owe a lot to my mom. You know?
Here, this is all I have down here.
That's perfect. My love has always got something I need. Oh, that's a good size pot. Thank you, mother. Careful, honey, please. She's such a strong lady, you know, but we got these dangerous steps now. Ugh. Trolls don't like to be trolled, I found out, you know what I mean? So we'll probably be trolling the trolls for quite some time, folks, but we're doing it differently, you know what I mean? We're really doing it a lot different than other people. We're turning on the water for the corn right now, and I'm gonna shuck the corn really quickly here. Chuck it into the pot after I just give it a quick wash. So one shucked. Now we're washing corn, slapping it in the pot. Goes right in the pot. Take all them little pubes off the corn, get those out of the way. Give your corn a nice little snap like that. These corns are underfed and malnourished. I mean, they're still corn, but to the country, Canada grew this corn. What the Canada? Why you got such skinny cobs of corn this year, you fucking absolute donks? You know what I mean? Malnourished, underfed fields. Farmers in Canada got to start killing in organics into their fields. You absolute just goobies. This corn is so skinny. Here's a fat cob of corn, but there's no more room left in the pot. That's how she goes. So, when you know, you know. It doesn't say where in Canada, because why would they? They don't want to put a pinpoint the locale of the shitty farmer. But that's a thing. Skinny cobs of corn in Canada, a real problem. Next, we got some ingredients here, coming in hot with this one. And next, we're coming in with this one right here. Like a so. Like a so. It's a nice flavoring in this one. Next, you're going with this one. And last but not least, this one. This is the first bit of salt we put. This is seasoning salt. When you know, you know. That might look like a lot. There's like a quarter teaspoon of salt, but what happens is that's going to get mélangé like this, and it now turns into a very small amount. And this whole thing is not getting used. So, are you there? Are you thinking clearly? This is going to be tasty. So tune in. You ain't even going to believe what's really going on here. Okay. Next, that away, make it nice and clean. That all clean, put this in the fridge, done with this, away she goes. Next. Alright. Wife's cleaned the whole basement. Cat's doing his thing, having a nice rest. I'm going to season the now. I actually take a little bit of this water out of this pot. The corn will just boil faster. We're just having a cob of corn each. I'm going to actually turn this pan on, just very low at first. like so. This goes here, like so. Right? Get this out of here. That over there. And the chanterelles will be first up on today's episode. We're going to grab the olive oil once the pan reaches temp, which is about 50, 60, 70 seconds away. We'll add a little bit of olive oil, and we'll let the olive oil heat up and reach temp. And we'll place the mushrooms one by one into here, and then we'll place them right into there. This is how it's going to go. It's going to happen pretty quick, consistently, so pay attention as we start cooking in the kitchen with hash. And that's the hash man, by the way. So here you have it. These are doing their thing, soaking in there. Soaking. You're not trying to damage the structure of these mushrooms. They're actually quite woody and firm. So the chanterelles actually really very, very perfect mushroom for this dish. Perfect mushroom. These chanterelles are beautiful. So we've got that, this, and the other. The pan should be just about at temp now. Let's triple check. And all you want to do is just stick your toe. You don't want to put your toe in the hat. I'm a funny guy. All right. So there's going to be little things sizzling, popping, and dropping here. And now there won't be. That's adjusted. We're going to adjust the temperature on this pan, which is ready to accept the extra virgin olive oil. You just place it in there. It's called a shallow fry. Very shallow fry. We won't even fill the whole pan with oil. We're kissing the pan. The pan is going to kiss the mushrooms with a beautiful, succulent, beautiful kiss. It's as if it's as if my wife and I were watching a woman kiss her husband in the front seat. That actually happened one time on New Year's, and she was taking advantage of her husband. In fact, right before our eyes. I felt like I was watching a porn in 3D. Okay, got my foot videos ready for my plenty of foot videos. I'm serving up foot videos on there this week, so get ready for those, folks. They're gonna be awesome. We're gonna figure out how we really get this going here. I'm thinking we need to try something a little bit different. We're gonna fork it on there today. Why the fork? I'll show you. The fork is a great utensil. Look at the fork doing fork-like things right now. Look at me forking it. So there you have it. We've forked it on. Now, you really want to make sure there's not like a huge lump of flour sitting in the back of your chanterelle mushroom. So tap and mow, it's going to be crucial. And then you just want to kind of do it again in case you didn't have enough on there the first time. Tap off the excess. You can see it's loaded with that nice. straight into your pan, which should start sizzling any second now. Oh, my wife's watching Simpsons without me. Hey, honey, can you pause Simpsons? I'd like to rewind it and watch it with you. It's a new episode. That's a new season that just came out. Thank you, my love. So, the corn is boiling. The mushrooms are starting to mushroom. And...
When are you coming down here?
like, well, you might have to pause it twice, but can you pause it and then I'll come down in 10? Be about 15 or 20, I think, for the mushrooms and the corn. Same time as the rice. Everything will come together. And that's how you know you're really an awesome chef, is if you can really time things to be ready at the same time. Then, you know, nothing's cold. You know, you're not eating 3 separate tiny meals. You know what I mean? Which is always fun. Who doesn't love eating 3 separate tiny meals? I do. But make sure you all drop a like, share the video in the comment section there, get it out on the internet. Tell the world about these beautiful chanterelle mushrooms. I like to fry the cap first. Easiest way. It's just sitting there looking at you funny, right? So fry that cap off. Get it nice and golden and crispy, just like these. Just like this. Don't be overwhelmed by things in life, guys. Now, some fun facts about chanterelle mushrooms. If you eat enough of chanterelle mushrooms, you can actually learn to navigate the seas with your mouth. Mushrooms have an interesting way of passing. No, I'm just trying to give you interesting facts that I have no clue about. You know what I mean? Another interesting fact about chanterelle mushrooms, they taste really good. So, we're on to our second package of mushrooms, which I can only describe as weird looking. These are oyster mushrooms. Don't be scared. If you've only eaten McDonald's in your life, it's time you start eating oyster mushrooms. You disgustings. Okay? You guys are disgusting out there. Stop eating McDonald's. It's bad for you. Okay? McDonald's no good. No good, McDonald's. McDonald's bad. McDonald's very bad. McDonald's. When you know, guys. We got our second package of mushrooms down. We're left with one now. The other one's frying off, and one's just sitting there looking at me funny. All them weird ass legs on it with some weird dangling. Are those eyeballs? Like, it looks like there's eyeballs in that stuff. You know what I mean? So let's get over to the oyster mushrooms, which are otherwise known as chanterelles, over here. And you just want to grab this. Grab life by the balls. You know what I mean? If you haven't grabbed life by the balls today, what are you waiting for? No, you can just tell. You can just smell the love in the room. You know what I mean? So we're going to turn down the... And this is called a shallow fry. Like, there are people out there, you shouldn't even be near a frying pan. Oh yeah! Welcome! We're having some corn. We have the jasmine rice in the basement. These are oyster mushrooms, some more. Woo! We're gonna get out the lettuce in a little bit. We're trying to keep we're getting our station super clean as we go. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what we do. Yummy, exactly. How have you been? How's everything? I'm not really much. I realize you're a late night person, eh? That's how you met me originally, I guess. And I realize that I'm not. I don't know why. Like, originally, I don't know. I can't even. I just know I had horrible. I couldn't get to sleep back in the day, so I definitely had insomnia. But it wasn't like I wasn't tired, it just I couldn't sleep. It hurt my neck and my back to sleep. That sucks. Oh, these are almost ready. These are like another 10, 15, 20 seconds and these are done. So we have our plate ready. We got our plate here. And put a paper towel in that. I feel like running the late show again, but it's a lot of work. You know, the late show is a lot of work. Plus my wife is, she sleeps at night, eh? So I gotta figure out how to do the show with... You're a night owl. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of caught that, like, recently. I was like, you actually aren't in the daytime streaming. You only stream at, like, crazy late at night, right? So that's cool. I realized that. So I have to do some late shows, but I don't know. I have to, but it's just, I don't know. You know what I mean? Look how awesome that looks. A Chantrelle, baby. Ooh! So we're just going to place it. I actually want to show you I think it's sexy to see them go down on the paper towel. So that's what we're doing here. We're placing sexy chanterelles on the paper towel. And we're going to put the mushrooms to this side. Drain the oil back because we're going to use this beautiful oil still. No burnt parts, no bits in there. But we're just going to get it. Let's get it! Oh, gosh. I'm telling you, I'm going to have boils on my fingers when I'm done, but I'm the happiest guy with boils on his fingers from Winnipeg, you know what I mean? But these are blistery hot. And I don't feel pain, but I feel like I feel pain sometimes, and this is one of those times I feel like that could be pretty hot. Now, we gotta quickly cast these over here. I'm telling you, freaking, woo! We gotta seriously get this going. So we're back over here, we're doing this, and we're bopping these, okay? So this is one of my favorite. Oh, come on. What's really going on? Stop it. All of you stop it right now. You know how sexy I am. Stop it. All right. Oh, little baby Chantrelle never made it in the pan. Oh, let's get her in there. Oh, it just starts sizzling instantly. Ooh. So we're going to take this chonger oyster mush. Just a chonger. You'd swore I grew that one. A lot of stuff to talk to you guys about. I've had a few epiphanies. I know I should have done this a long time ago. Hey, I'm still doing it, okay? And I'm going to influence other people to do this. So I can't wait for that. I'm actually proud to call myself an influencer because I influence the right way and it's not the way of the corporation. So I'm super proud to be the top influencer in Canada by far the top influencer in Canada. Everybody knows who the Hash Man is. And it doesn't matter if you're the owner of Canada Post to everyone knows who the Hash Man is. And that's something no one else in Canada can do right now is say that you're well known, right? The Hash Man is just that sexy, you know? And it's important to be sexy, ladies. You already know. Dudes out there, what's your problem? What's your problem, dudes, hey? Oh, look at the mushroom on me. Oh, yeah. Just start drenching them in the flour. This is called drenching. What we're doing right now, which is kind of weird. It's a dry drench going on. And you just want to start slapping these into the pan. These are so tasty. If you got a granny around, hide her. Hide your granny. I will kick your granny in the back for a bite of one of these. Go hide your grannies right now, folks. By the way, I love people. I would never do that. It's a sick joke. I'm a weird dude from Winnipeg. Just got to adapt to the game. These are game changer mushrooms. If you're new to the channel, this is some of the best food you can put in your mouth today. Ladies, don't make this for your husbands. Just make this for yourself when your husband goes to work. You know what I mean? Watch my show and just cook with me, you know? Got a secondary pack of oysters going down almost instantaneously. I'm going to give these mushrooms a slight flip in about 50, 60 seconds here, but let's fill this pan up with these beautiful gems we've created here on a live stream. Oh yeah! These are really very, very tiny amount of oil in the pan. So I don't want to hear a lot of people saying, oh, it's deep fried. Bro, a small French fry has more oil and grease in it than 6 of my cooking streams of mushrooms. I'm using a tiny amount of olive oil in the pan, and most of it is in the pan when I'm done. So the votes are in, the decision's final. But the oil in the pan is still in the pan. But I'm cooking stuff, you see? And then it goes into the big towel. So please don't sweat it. If you're out there sweating it, if I'm getting too much oil in me, please stop. You know what I mean? Please stop. How many packs of lettuce did you eat this week? I had 4. You know what I mean? Please stop. I had 7 pounds of onions and 14 pounds of oranges today. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Get these, just kind of want to just really get them in there. Now my fingernails don't have any poo or anything underneath them. Like, oh, I've seen some hash makers on YouTube and they're like, oh, this hash is so clean. And I'm like, your fingernails ain't. And if you touch that hash, it's about to be 99% contaminated. I'm a funny guy. I have such a good time on here, guys. And remember, I told you all back in the day about washing your hands and how important it was to not let people around your hash that had dirty hands. I had all these talks in the very beginning. 2026, in like 3 months, there's dudes with shit underneath their fingernails live on YouTube tonight. And you just can't make this up, bro. I didn't go get a touch-up or nothing on my fingernails. This is all just natural. I naturally bite my fingernails. You've seen it on stream before. And you're just going to kind of toss these in there. Just kind of roll them in the goop there and just kind of boop. Done. You know what I mean? You're not looking to coat them so much that like there's 15 pounds of batter and like one gram of mushroom. You're looking to get mostly mushroom, tiny little bit of batter. That's another way you're not getting too much grease and you're not getting too much flour or anything else in between. This is just a sexy, sexy time right now in the world. And if you're here doing it, let's do it. You know what I mean? Get these right in the pan. This is a sexy time to be alive. You know what I mean? Mushrooms make me extra sexy though. I don't know what it is. There must be something in the mushroom. I don't know if mushrooms just... But my mushroom's even like, it's bigger than it was last week. And I'm losing weight right now, but my mushroom's huge. So that's a thing. We got a couple more to do here. This is a big oyster mushroom. Probably crack this sucker in half. 2 pieces. And spin and wing this. Super healthy though. If you want to get healthy, eat mushrooms. Mushrooms have a... They connect you to the earth. Mushrooms are a living, breathing organism that, you know, you can get in your store today. If you got a cool store serving up chanterelles and oyster mushrooms, treat them good. Let the staff know that you love them. You know what I mean? Make sure they stay up on the produce section and keep it fresh and changed out. You know, make sure you're doing your part to buy the produce at the grocery store where you are to ensure next week they sold out of their oyster mushrooms. They brought in a new batch. You know, they have fresh new oyster mushrooms waiting for you. You got to do your part. So don't eat too many pizzas from the place down the street there on the corner. Get to your grocery store and get some oyster, chanterelles, shiitake. There's others too. Cremini will work. Kind of cremini though. Now don't get me wrong, I love creminis, but I'd actually like to try some lion's mane mushrooms. So I think I've had them about 2 or 3 years ago on stream, but do you dip them in a sauce? I have. You can. You can take these and dip them in a sauce. I got the Stingin' Frank's honey garlic. Oh crap, we didn't use any of the sesame. Good thing you said that. Yeah, saving the stream right now. Get a little dash of your pure sesame. I can't believe how awesome you are today. Look, you're on fleek from just a little bit into there, into the center. Oh, that's gonna just make these mushrooms pop. See that? Oh, it smells exactly like the mushrooms from Delicious Restaurant that closed down and it will never be open again. They moved, they left Canada, I'm pretty sure. So seriously, my favorite vegan, vegetarian restaurant closed down forever. And they put out the world's best mushrooms. I have just replicated that exact smell, which I know is going to translate into that exact flavor. Oh, I'm telling you right now, mine and my buddy's birthday just got intensely awesome with this birthday dish. This is a time consuming, it's quite expensive. Did you know today's mushrooms cost $18 for this pan, with including this pack of chanterelles, which was half the price. This is $9 for just this pack. This whole pan was $9. This is 100 grams. This is 200 grams of oyster mushrooms for $9. This is $9 worth of chanterelle mushrooms coming in at a weight of 100 grams. Okay? Now you know. These ones are expensive right here. Now I'm going to taste this one. We had a comment come in. Do you dip these in sauce? Great question, Bundia. Yes, but this one is going to be had naked right now. Take a bite. Taste it. Oh. Oh, man. Oh. Life itself has just stopped. Time itself. Oh, man. You know what would be really good? Green peppers and onion. So they used to add green pepper and onion to this dish. Next level. The oyster mushrooms are a little, until you crisp the other side, they're a little bit, they're not mushy. They're just, they're a really, you know, chicken breast. I hate to use that example, but chicken breast is a great example of the consistency of these until you get the other side cooked. You know, you're kind of, it's kind of that consistency. It's a little, it holds up a little better than chicken breast, but it's what I like to compare it to, similar. Also, don't eat chicken breast. Ever. I'm really, really good in the kitchen. I'm also meticulous. I don't like to fuck up nothing, especially I'm cheap. So if something's expensive and costs money, and I really am into the flavor, man, you'll see me sit there with a fucking microscope trying to make it better. You know what I mean? Now you can see these have really come together so perfectly in a short period of time. We've got these done. They're done. Gonna drain the water for the corn now. The corn's ready. I'm gonna wipe the side of this here a little bit here as well. Make sure I keep this debris down here and put this in the hand. Get that in the garbage. Easy peasy. We got our bowl, our plate, and we're going to serve up here corn. I'm doing Mexican corn for my pieces. The wife will just have butter and corn or whatever she likes. I'm not exactly sure what she wants on her corn. If she wants Mexican corn, style corn, she can have it. But that's what I'm doing. I'm going to place the corn on this plate here. Drain the water. Grab the corn is next. So let's do that right now. I use a knife to drain the water. And that just means that we're not going to get our hand burned by the steam or anything as I drain the water. And the first thing I like to do after I'm done draining the water, I'll place the corn back on top of the element with no water in it. Now we're just going to grab a little bit of butter and place it in there because I'm going to actually butter the corn in that pot. And then I'm going to slurry and slosh it around just slightly, very gently, but I'm going to do it. And then that's going to give us a nice coating on our corn. I'll show you how much butter I'm putting in. It's going to be about a tablespoon. I'll show you that here. Just a little over a tablespoon. See, there's maybe a tablespoon and a half. We'll call a tablespoon and a teaspoon. So 1/3 tablespoon plus a whole tablespoon. And that's going to start to go gurgle, bubble, like so. Oh, it should be 10, 15, 20 seconds. We get that butter to the bottom of the pan there. And then we'll just kind of turn the corn. I'll show you. You just roll the corn. You just roll it. You spin the corn like that. It's super easy to do this, guys. Really, really easy to do. It's a lot of fun to cook if you know what you're doing, and it isn't a lot of fun if you don't. So when you watch this show, I teach you how to cook. Seeing is believing, right? I didn't make it all a big deal. I wasn't saying, oh, is it ever stressful doing this? It's super easy to cook. You just have to get behind what you're cooking, really understand the cooking time, cooking temperature, and then get some. Let's get it. Yeah, Tiggy. And actually, I love that all this kind of got stuck together. It just really shows the love on the pan. that everything's kind of like sticking together. You know, it shows it's like a family of mushrooms that is about to be eaten. You know, I'm eating the whole family tree of mushrooms. You know what I mean? Karen and Susie are going down. They're cousins. This is Jethro and Archie, Richie, Dutchie, Goofy, and Sloppy over there. They're going down. You know what I mean? Let's get it. There's a single mushroom here. We got to get this other side, and then these are done. And it doesn't take long. You're literally frying the batter on the back of the mushroom. And by doing so, it's really coming together nicely. You got a pan here for mushrooms, and then you got a pan for your corn. You go like this for the corn. Easy peasy. Lay it down. Get that butter sauce. Get that butter sauce all over it. We're using plant-based butter, but get it on there. Get your vegan butter sauce on there. Get your biscuits and your butter sauce, baby. Get your biscuits and your butter sauce, baby. Now you grab your oyster mushrooms, like so. And just slap these to the side like that. Grab these and just hammer down. That is how you cook in the kitchen with hash. Thank you for tuning in to this wonderful episode, Cooking in the Kitchen with the Hash Man. Ow! I am the most famous person on YouTube. And you don't have to believe me. Just go check it out. Go check out some of my shows. I am a hash god. The wife's got the wife has the different things ready. And we're going to go enjoy this fabulous meal I've prepared. I am actually going to do Mexican corn, like I said, on my pieces, which is right here. Super easy to do. I don't know if you know how to do it. Yo! My wife's got the Simpsons ready for me. I know my wife loves me, you guys. Certain things you can't make up. Oh, you want to watch Simpsons? Did your wife rewind the episode? She doesn't love you. Mine does. You want to throw me up a can of wet food for Tiggy Wiggy, baby boo? Thanks, boo. Oh shoot, she lost it. I was counting on the wife. Oh.
Here.
The only good thing is it's not gone forever. I'll have it tomorrow. Straight at me, not less, not too hard, not too high. Oh shoot, boo, that was a little off. She throws good and then you're not sure. I feel like I almost had to dive down the staircase to get that one. Okay, rice is done. We're serving up hot eats daily on this show. Okay, next. Yeah, we dip them in this Frank's Red Hot Stinging Honey Garlic. I wouldn't have it any other way. We'll be dipping in that. I'm going to place a little bit of this on here with a clean knife. And I like a little bit of this on there because, well, I'm a boss. You know what I mean? I'm clearly a boss. So, and then that sauce is going down. Okay, and I need to take this down as well. Oh boy. I know I said mushroom burgers. Hey, you guys want to see me bang out a mushroom burger? I'll do one. I mean, dependent on this bun, but yeah, it looks like they're doing a mushroom burger. So we're doing a mushroom burger for you. Like to start it off with mushrooms, of course. So let's show you a quick mushroom burger. Just a beautiful mushroom burger already. Take a little bit of this vegan mayo. This is really good. A little bit of that butter sauce there too. That'll go over really well with that. And then we're gonna add to the mushroom burger, we're gonna add just a hair of, actually to the corn rather, we're gonna add a hair of seasoning salt, just a hair. And to the mushroom burger we add this wonderful get some of that Cali 7 living butter lettuce you got here. And just kick that into the sink, wash the leaves real good. And then you take your living butter lettuce leaves and you just place that onto your beautiful mushroom burger there. This wonderful consistency of honey garlic sauce. You have your butter and your mayo there. And you can just see the beauty in this burger. That is a real mushroom burger. Look at that cross section. Wow. OMG, bro. So good. Okay, I'm going to turn the fan on and actually going to open the window just to circulate some fresh air. Oh, I'm excited. Really, really excited. This is the last thing. The ovens are off. Everything is checked twice. The ovens are off. There's no extra electricity on anywhere. I've got water, soy sauce. We've got the garbage bag for tonight to take anything out. Oh, and that's going to do it, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. Share the video with your friends. Tell your friends to eat mushrooms instead of chicken. It's way healthier. Starting a new trend here on the show. Mushrooming, not chickening. I love you all so much. I'll see you next time. Curried mushroom.